Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Malia and Phil. Great comments. First, I'd like to just recognize a couple people. So, Mike Lingo, John Norris, and Lynn Carlson, representing our network team, they actually got this done. So, the good news is that we fed you. And now I'm going to take you through about 120 slides. Take about 2.5 hours. And just wanted to be able to, showcase you what we can actually do in an hour. No, just kidding aside. So I've got a couple slides. Just give you a quick overviews, a couple live demos, and then, as you can see, we've got 3 stations set up in the back, really for you to come and experience Verizon Wireless and 4G LTE. So when you think about it, well, why do we need 4G LTE? What's driving this growth? Well, think about it. 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, we started something called text messaging. 2.1 trillion text messages were sent last year. That averages out to almost 6 billion text messages every single day. Customers are so data hungry in a mobile environment that they want to do more and more with their devices. And then you've got whole new growth areas, right? So you've got 54 million tablets are expected to be sold in 2012. Well, let me take you a step back. 20 years ago, who had a mobile phone? 20 years ago, 1992? A couple people? That mobile phone was actually considered a car phone because it was actually hardwired and installed in your car. Right? So it was installed. Or you may have had it in a bag and you actually had to go and plug it into your phone. So in 1996, the industry started to introduce digital technology. That's when we migrated from analog to digital. Then in 2002, at a very, very slow pace, we started introducing wireless data. Right? And as you can see, it was our first generation wireless data. It was 1x RTT, 2G, very small bandwidth. In 2005, we started rolling out 3G. This is when you started to see the evolution to enhance, and you got to see more like wireless email and other applications that really started in 2005. And then in 2010, wow, that was fast, we introduced 4G LTE. As Jim stated earlier, we launched in December of 2010, 38 markets, 110 million people. We launched with 3 air cards. That's it. That's all we had. You took an air card, you plugged it into a laptop computer, and away you went. The desire was so great to utilize this service, this type of capabilities, across other products, that last year you started to see smartphones being introduced that utilize 4G LTE. You saw tablets that are able to utilize 4G LTE. As Jim stated, here's some of the things, right? It's 10 times faster. In under 10 seconds, you can download a 10 megabyte PowerPoint presentation. You can upload a photo in 3 seconds. You can download a song in 4 seconds. And then it's seamless. There's no buffering. You're not waiting. It's not waiting to catch up. If you download or watching something on YouTube, it just comes straight across. You've got all the information you need. So it allows you to do stuff faster. When we talk about wireless networks and devices, the idea behind any app, any device, anywhere, right? That's what's going to make this technology and all future technologies better. So on the left, you see a whole bunch of devices that are hitting a cloud. On the right, you see throughput. What we're talking about with 4G LTE is that you will have download speeds that average 5 to 12 megabits per second. Upload speeds that average 2 to 5 megabits per second. This will provide you in a mobile environment the same broadband experience that you might have at your home or your office. But most importantly, with 4G LTE, we get latency down. Latency allows us to do things like real-time communication, real-time video. So it's instant. There's no lag. When we launched 4G LTE, there was a lot of key components. Verizon Wireless has the first deployed globally 4G LTE network, right? We did it with global partnerships. Verizon Wireless Vodafone, and China Mobile represent over billions of subscribers. All said, look, this is a roadmap. Our 4th generation network is going to be 4G LTE, and this is how we're going. Verizon Wireless made the investment, small investment, a little over $9 billion, in this thing called Spectrum. We bought the 700 megahertz C-box spectrum. That spectrum we got from the government was when we turned off analog TV. Okay? So we bought this absolute best spectrum. We're the only carrier that has this spectrum that covers the entire United States coast to coast. This spectrum allows us to differentiate our services because we will provide customers with the same experience, whether they're here in Dothan or Enterprise